Hello everyone, so here's a nice little video shared by Ukraine's 155th Brigade from the Pokrovsk Axis. The video shows them repelling a Russian attack. So, the clip shows a column of Russian armoured vehicles being destroyed by drones. The column seems to be mainly BMPs and the like, all in coke cages. There's also what looks to be a type of MRAP, but I'm not sure what type, which also gets destroyed. That one is also wrapped in a coke cage. Looks like there's 4 vehicles, maybe more, destroyed in this little skirmish here. Pokrovsk is one of the key areas in Ukraine at the moment. Russia has been pushing towards this settlement for much of the year, but after a few initial gains, the assaults have stagnated for a while. However, in the past week or so, Russia has made gains in some areas, so it is still a hotly contested area, and definitely in an area to keep an eye on. This is the first mechanized push we've seen in the area for a few weeks, with Russia shifting to the use of lighter vehicles like the combat golf carts and motorcycles and the like. I guess because they didn't really succeed, Russia is again trying the armoured vehicles here to see if they can break through. Now, interestingly, none of those massive mammoth tanks are visible in the video. I haven't seen those since Ukraine destroyed them a couple of weeks ago. I wonder if Russia realised that, as hard as they are to destroy, they're just too heavy and too slow to be truly effective. Linsker on Twitter did the geolocation for this one, so it was this spot here, a BMP destroyed behind a tree. These vehicles were heading north like so, along the western edge of a settlement called Shevchenko. The next 2 vehicles destroyed are here, a BMP whilst hit moving along a road, and a little further north, the MRAP type vehicle which we looked at in a coke cage. Later on in the video, near the destroyed MRAP, we also see another burned out wreck, so it appears that 4 vehicles at least were destroyed here. Given the geolocation spots, I think this was 2 separate pushes here, one on the eastern part of Shevchenko, along the main road, another on the western part, cutting across fields. Unless the ones on the western part of the same column, and rather than drive straight through Shevchenko, they drove around it for whatever reason, before joining that main road. Zoomed out, you can see it's south of Pokrovsk, so let's check deep states. So you can see that Shevchenko is near the front lines. If this was 2 separate columns like I think it was, then the pushers were like so. One towards southern Pokrovsk and the area there, the other one pushing towards the settlement of Pishchana. But again, it is possible that these are the same column and they were just hitting 2 separate points and looped around Shevchenko for whatever reason, rather than heading through it. And this is here, zoomed out on the eastern front. So, an interesting little video here. That's 2 videos in a week we've seen of Russian mechanised assaults being defeated, so there has been a little bit of an uptick in them, it seemed. It had been a few weeks since it had been a while since we'd last looked at them, with Russia shifting to the lighter vehicles. So that's it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. If so, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks very much and take care everybody.